like, we're going to get to that.
At All-Star Weekend, you and Angel made a bet with each other on this game. Is that bet still?
This is how the rich stay rich.
You gotta save this money. I'm gonna see you next week on Wednesday.
Yeah.
At night?
No, at practice.
Oh, at practice?
I mean, I know y'all gonna lose, but if y'all lose,
I get to have that.
if y'all win, you get 400.
I get 400. And if we lose, then you get to keep. No, you owe me 400.
Professional sports have exactly one unforgivable sin. One line you absolutely cannot cross, no matter how famous you are, no matter how many tickets you sell, no matter how many jerseys you move, and no matter how viral your social media presence is. That line is gambling on your own sport. The WNBA may have just created the most embarrassing gambling controversy in the history of professional sports. And the craziest part is that nobody had to secretly investigate the players. Nobody had to leak private text messages. Nobody had to obtain hidden security footage. The league posted the evidence itself. Then, after fans noticed what the video actually showed, the WNBA suddenly panicked and deleted it. The story begins during All-Star Weekend, an event supposed to be a celebration of the league's massive growth, but instead, a video surfaces. Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers were recorded discussing what appeared to be a direct $400 wager on the outcome of an upcoming game between Reese's Atlanta Dream and Bueckers' Dallas Wings. This was not a bet about a random NBA game. This was not a prediction involving two teams they had no connection to. These were two active WNBA players, apparently wagering money on a professional game involving their own teams.
Like, we're going to get to that.
At All-Star Weekend, you and Angel made a bet with each other on this game. Is that bet still?
This is how the rich stay rich.
You gotta save this money. I'm gonna see you next week on Wednesday.
Yeah.
At night?
No, at practice.
Oh, at practice?
I mean, I know y'all gonna lose, but if y'all lose,
I get to have that.
if y'all win, you get 400.
I get 400. And if we lose, then you get to keep. No, you owe me 400.
Listen to the casual nature of that conversation. That is not a joke about who buys dinner next week. They are literally negotiating the terms of a financial wager right in front of the cameras. The league's own official, verified social media account uploaded this footage. They treated the exchange like harmless entertainment, and they promoted it only hours before Atlanta and Dallas actually played. Then somebody in the front office apparently remembered that professional sports leagues have strict gambling rules. And just like that, the post disappeared. But as we all know, the internet is forever, and the internet had already saved everything.
It is what it is. And then the idiotic WNBA. You guys are so stupid that you are the one who posted it. You guys reposted it. And then shortly deleted it shortly after. I mean, the WNBA, I mean, it's just a joke, man.
This is where the story becomes bigger than Angel Reese, bigger than Paige Bueckers, and much bigger than $400. The amount of money is almost entirely irrelevant. $400 is not going to transform the financial life of either player. The issue here is the principle. Professional sports depend on one fundamental, unbreakable promise. The competition must be legitimate. Fans have to believe that every single possession, every coaching decision, and every late-game mistake happened because athletes were trying to win, not because somebody had money attached to the outcome. That trust is the product. Without it, professional sports would devolve into rigged exhibitions. Without that trust, the scoreboard becomes completely meaningless. We have seen legendary Hall of Fame caliber careers completely erased from the history books because of gambling. Look at Pete Rose in baseball. Look at the NBA today, where Commissioner Adam Silver recently brought down the absolute hammer on Jontay Porter, throwing him out of the league forever for gambling violations. The WNBA's own collective bargaining agreement appears to be extremely clear about this exact issue. Section 5C states that a player found to have wagered directly or indirectly, or attempted to wager money or anything of value on the outcome, score, or any other aspect of a WNBA competition may face a fine, suspension, dismissal, or even disqualification from further association with the league. Those are not vague guidelines. That is not a casual recommendation. The rule does not say gambling is acceptable when the amount is small. It does not create a just joking exception. It does not say star players are allowed to make friendly wagers at All-Star Weekend. It says that wagering money or anything of value on a WNBA competition can result in serious discipline. And yet, the league did not discover this incident and immediately announce a massive investigation. The league initially turned it into content. The WNBA basically advertised to the entire globe that their players casually bet on games, and the league's own marketing department thought it was just cute TikTok material. According to reports describing the deleted clip, the WNBA's caption itself actually described the exchange as a bet between the two players. That detail matters because people will naturally try to dismiss this as nothing more than trash talk, and maybe the players did view it as a joke. There is currently no public evidence that either player attempted to manipulate the game, intentionally affect the score, or participate in point shaving. Nobody should make that accusation without hard proof. But something can be lighthearted and still violate a very serious rule. If a player jokingly takes a banned substance, the league does not ignore it because everybody laughed. Sports integrity policies exist because leagues simply cannot afford to guess when gambling is serious and when it is harmless. The moment active competitors attach money to the outcome of their own game, the line becomes dangerously blurred. That is exactly why these rules are written so broadly. And somehow, the organization responsible for enforcing the rule was also responsible for publishing the evidence of the potential violation. Who on earth approved that post? Did the WNBA's social media team understand the league's gambling policy at all? Did anyone in communications, legal, or basketball operations review the footage before it went public? And if the video was completely innocent, why was it deleted so frantically after fans began citing the rulebook? That deletion changed the entire story. A harmless joke does not normally require the evidence to completely disappear from the internet. The WNBA eventually acknowledged that it had missed the mark with the post. The league released an official statement that essentially gave Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers a gentle pat on the back and sent them on their way without a single real consequence.
WNBA would do nothing about it. Take a look at this here, courtesy of Underdog WNBA. This says there will be no punishment for Angel Reese or Paige Bueckers over this incident. Okay, here it says WNBA statement on deleted social posts featuring Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers appearing to...
Read that carefully. The league explained that the video was intended to be lighthearted, reminded the public that players receive annual training about the prohibition on betting on WNBA games, and said the matter had been addressed internally. That statement confirms that this was not simply a fake controversy invented by fans on Twitter. The WNBA itself admitted that the content crossed a line serious enough to remove the post and address the matter internally. But addressed internally can mean almost anything. Was there a formal investigation? Were the players formally interviewed? Was any money actually exchanged? Was either player fined a single dollar? Did the league determine that this was an attempted wager, or did it classify the exchange as a joke? As of the immediate fallout, the league had not publicly announced a fine or suspension for either player. If the WNBA wants fans to trust its gambling policy, vague PR language is simply not enough. Transparency matters. This is especially true because the game itself produced a finish that will inevitably generate massive questions. The Dallas Wings led the Atlanta Dream by 6 points with approximately 90 seconds remaining. Atlanta then completed a dramatic, wild comeback and won the game by a single point, 82-81. Angel Reese delivered a huge performance, finishing with 22 points and 12 rebounds. Dallas had an opportunity on the final possession, but the Wings did not produce a clean shot to win the game. Again, let me be very clear. There is absolutely no evidence that Paige Bueckers or anyone else intentionally manipulated that ending. A strange final possession is not proof of corruption. Teams collapse late. Players make bad decisions under pressure. That happens every night in professional basketball. But the WNBA leadership should understand exactly why the deleted video makes ordinary basketball mistakes look incredibly suspicious. That is the exact danger the rule is designed to prevent. It is not only about stopping game fixing, it is about protecting the appearance of integrity. Imagine being a Dallas fan watching your team lose a 6-point lead in the final 90 seconds. Then imagine discovering that one of the most recognizable players involved had apparently discussed a $400 wager with an opposing star right before the game. Even if nothing improper occurred, the fan is now being asked to ignore the connection. That is unfair to the players, the teams, and the audience. It is also why the league cannot simply say that everyone was joking and move forward. A professional sports organization must eliminate doubt before it grows. The cleanest response would be a transparent review establishing exactly what happened. Instead, the first response was deletion, and deletion always creates more suspicion than explanation. If the WNBA's complete lack of a spine wasn't insulting enough to longtime basketball fans, Angel Reese decided to take things a step further and pour absolute gasoline on the fire. You would think that after getting caught up in a highly publicized gambling controversy and watching your employer scramble to delete the video evidence off the internet, a professional athlete would lay low. You would think they would receive a frantic phone call from their agent telling them to avoid the topic entirely, but not Angel Reese. After her game, sitting at the official post-game press conference in front of a room full of national media members, she doubled down on the entire situation with a smirk on her face.
Wasn't enough. If that wasn't bad enough, take a look at what Angel Reese had to say in the post-game.
Yeah, I'll be requesting my Apple Pay after this. No, I mean, Paige is a great player. Hold her to 6.
She literally sat at a professional press conference, wearing her team gear, representing her franchise and her league, and openly bragged about collecting her gambling winnings via Apple Pay. What in the world are we doing here? Are we running a legitimate professional basketball league, or is this a chaotic AAU weekend tournament? This level of defiance is completely mind-boggling. It shows a complete and utter lack of respect for the institution of the WNBA, the fans who pay hard-earned money to watch, and the integrity of the sport itself. Imagine if LeBron James or Steph Curry got on a post-game podium after an NBA Finals game and casually joked to reporters about collecting his DraftKings winnings from Kevin Durant via Cash App. Adam Silver would have him suspended for half the season before he even left the arena parking lot. But the WNBA allows their players to publicly mock the integrity rules completely unchecked. This whole humiliating fiasco highlights a much deeper, systemic issue within the WNBA as an organization. The league is currently experiencing unprecedented, massive growth. Millions of new fans are tuning in for the very first time, but the infrastructure of the league, the executive leadership, and the day-to-day professionalism have simply not caught up to the sudden popularity.
Take a look at this here. The tail's been wagging the dog for real. Somebody on the social media team saw a little fun clip of 2 stars making a friendly bet and just ran with it. Then somebody higher up saw what it actually was and hurried to take it down. That's my, to use the wrong word, issue. These team and league accounts.
The content is completely running the show right now. The desperate desire for retweets, likes, trending hashtags, and TikTok views has completely blinded the league to its actual legal responsibilities. You cannot sacrifice the core integrity of your sport just for a cute social media moment to boost your engagement numbers. When your social media team is operating on its own isolated island, completely disconnected from the severe legal realities of sports betting, you are essentially inviting a massive federal scandal right to your front door. Now compare the language of the rule with the language of the league's response. The rule sounds severe: fine, suspension, dismissal, or disqualification. The response sounds incredibly soft. The post missed the mark, the intent was lighthearted, and the matter was handled internally. That massive gap is where the controversy lives. Nobody reasonable is demanding that Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers receive lifetime bans over a $400 friendly wager. Context should absolutely matter when punishment is determined. There is a massive difference between casual trash talk and a sophisticated effort to manipulate games for financial gain. But not a lifetime ban does not mean pretend nothing happened. The league could issue a warning. It could impose a modest fine. It could publicly clarify that no money was ever exchanged. Any of those responses would show that the policy is real. Silence creates the exact opposite impression. It shows that the rules are only serious until enforcing them becomes inconvenient. And this is where questions about favoritism will become impossible to avoid. Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers are 2 of the league's most marketable, highly promoted young stars. Both generate massive attention. Would the league respond the exact same way if 2 bench players making the league minimum had been recorded making the identical wager? Would it was only a joke protect athletes without major shoe endorsements? A credible league must have one standard for absolutely everyone. Star power cannot become immunity. Popularity cannot determine whether a rule exists, and marketing value cannot be allowed to outweigh competitive integrity. This is bigger than whether you like Angel Reese. It is bigger than whether you support Paige Bueckers, Caitlin Clark, or any specific team. Fans should be able to remove every single name from the story and ask one simple question. Should active professional players be allowed to put money on the outcome of games involving their own teams? If the answer is no, the WNBA needs to demonstrate exactly what happens when that strict boundary is crossed. The league cannot demand that fans take the sport seriously while treating its own integrity rules like optional suggestions. Players are constantly asked to behave professionally. Coaches are fined thousands of dollars for criticizing officials. Technical fouls are issued for emotional reactions. But when an official league account appears to document a direct violation of a severe gambling rule, suddenly everyone is encouraged to relax because it was only $400. That is not consistency. That is institutional confusion. This is where Commissioner Kathy Engelbert and the WNBA leadership have to make a definitive decision. They can treat this controversy as another temporary internet storm and wait for fans to move on, or they can use it as a powerful opportunity to prove that competitive integrity is strictly non-negotiable. The WNBA has spent years fighting for the exact same respect given to other major professional leagues. Its players want higher salaries, better facilities, and deeper national television coverage. Those are entirely legitimate goals, but greater respect also brings far greater scrutiny. You cannot ask to be treated like a premier, billion-dollar major league only when the attention is positive. Major leagues are aggressively investigated when gambling threatens public trust, and they are fully expected to provide transparent answers when their own actions create the controversy.
Where it is, you got people openly talking about gambling and all types of dumb stuff, man. WNBA is a joke right now, man. They need a new commissioner. They need somebody that can get this thing in order and get it to function as a professional league. What says you?
The WNBA cannot market personalities like a reality television show while asking fans to ignore the consequences when the entertainment crosses into a prohibited, legally dangerous area. Most importantly, the league cannot delete its way out of the problem. The footage exists. The rule exists. The questions exist. Now, the only thing missing is a clear, credible answer from the top down. If an organization writes a rule, it must be fully prepared to enforce it. Professional sports simply cannot survive on ambiguity when sports gambling is involved. The WNBA is enjoying unprecedented attention and an audience that is growing every single season. But attention is not automatically respect. Respect is earned through competence, consistency, and transparency. This was the league's massive opportunity to demonstrate all three. Instead, it posted the video, deleted the evidence, and offered a weak PR response that created 1,000 more questions than answers. The WNBA may hope this story disappears within a few days. But the next time a strange final possession occurs, the next time a player misses 2 late free throws, or the next time betting odds move unexpectedly, fans will remember this exact moment. They will remember that 2 massive stars appeared to attach money to the outcome of their own game. They will remember that the league itself promoted it. And they will remember that absolutely nobody could clearly explain the consequences. That is the real cost of this entire controversy. Not $400, trust. And once a professional sports league begins losing that, absolutely no amount of deleted posts can ever buy it back.